Welcome back to another gear review, folks. Today we're going to be reviewing the 13 Fishing Descent Inline Ice Fishing Reel. This is pretty close to 13 Fishing's cheapest inline reel. I think they do have one model that's below this one, so this is, kind of their lower end reel, which clocks in around $30 to $40, depending on where you buy it. I've seen it as low as $25 on sale. And what we're going to be talking about is some basic specs of the reel, how I use it personally, and what I think about it. And we're going to get started. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the outside of the reel. What we have right here is a dead stick bait clicker. So if you're somebody that likes a dead stick, you're sitting in a shack and you want to have a dead stick rod, this has a pretty good dead stick ability. Alright, moving on. This button here is what you use to adjust the drop speed of your jig. If you want to drop slow, you can adjust it slow. If you want to drop it fast, you can drop it fast. I have it set kind of medium. I don't like it to go too fast. Sometimes if this drops and it hits bottom before you can slow it down, you can get a little bit of a backlash. And moving on, this button here in the middle is what drops your jig. So you press that button and it drops your jig, and then you have to click your reel over to disengage that. Next we have is a CNC machined aluminum handle and star drag. It's real quality, it's nice and comfortable. And the grips here are a kind of like rubbery material, so they're pretty easy to grab when you need to. And the frame here is a graphite frame, and total this thing clocks in around 6.5, 6.6 ounces depending on how much line you have on it. And what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to move into how I use this reel. I use this pretty much as a general reel. I use this for crappie, perch. I've caught some bass on it. I've caught some trout on it. I have caught a couple northern pike with it fishing for perch. I normally don't target northern pike when I jig. I set traps out for them, but I have pulled in a few while jigging for perch. And the biggest I've got is probably around 5 pounds, maybe 6, and this reel's handled it fine. And as this sits, I have this on a 26-inch ultralight. This is a real sensitive blank, and it's just a good combo. Like I said, I can fish anything from small perch upwards of pike in the 5-6 pound range. So my experience with this reel, I haven't had one problem with it. I've had this since the beginning of the season up here in Maine. This reel is handled flawlessly. I haven't had one problem with it. And in my opinion, for a $30 to $40 reel, you can't beat it. So if you're looking for a cheap reel, or you're looking for a reel that you can buy multiple of and still not break the bank, I think this is a great reel. Because this one, like I said, is 30 to 40. The 6061 is right around 80, and the free fall is upwards of 110. So this is on the cheaper end, and so far I haven't had one problem with it. I've had it out in some really cold weather, and it's handled that fine. So again, guys, there's nothing bad that I can say about this reel. It's all been positive. I would certainly buy another one. I would certainly buy another one or two. I think this is just a great reel to have kicking around. If you run multiple rods, I feel like this is a good option. Because if you have to outfit 4 to 5 rods with a $80 to $100 reel, that gets pretty expensive. So I feel like this is kind of a good option. I think for $30 or $40, it can't be beat. And with that, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to call it good there. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to ask. And if you have the Descent reel and you want to leave some feedback down in the comments, feel free. We're going to sign off there, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.